Such an introduction. Thank you so much. And looking at all these beautiful faces, young faces. I mean, really, I just want you to know, each one of you tonight, that I am very proud of each one of you. You are just like Jo-Koy to me right now. And I can see Jo-Koy, how aspiring he is to be a comedian, and you aspiring to be a college graduate. I am an advocate of education. Please, I want all of you to know that. Anybody that's interested in educating themselves and trying to make good of their future, I admire that person. Regardless if it's a Filipino or American, a human person always have their own motivation how to make good of themselves. And thank you for such introduction. Uh, I came to America when I was in the Philippines. I was a student of the Far Eastern University Girls High School in the Philippines. When I was in fourth year high, you know how when you graduate, they put your name in the candidate for graduation. My name was there. I was a candidate for fourth year high school graduation. But your Tita Josie is bad. I am bad because I got pregnant. That is bad. And at the time, we are embarrassed, how our ways, the hiya in you, you are very embarrassed of what happened to you and all of that. So I did not graduate high school. I don't want to face my classmates. So, well, the story short, I came to the Philippines, to the United States with one thing in my mind: I will be a college student. And I said, I don't want to be just somebody who got pregnant and that's it. I will make my world in this place, America, where all the opportunities is right there, right in front of you. And it's just up to you to grab it and make good of it. And that's exactly what I did. And I did not stop there. You know, I know my capabilities, I know my expertise, I know my talent, and I believe in myself. I know I am a very smart person. I know that. And I don't brag that, but I know deep in my heart, if you show me anything, what to do, or you give me something to read and describe the job that you're giving me, I will learn that. And that determination to learn and to be somebody in the future is my motivation in life. And I'm telling you, one course after the other, I finished my associate degree. I cannot finish it in one place because I'm married to a serviceman, and we are only allowed what, 4 years, 4 years and a half in one place. So I can get one course at a time, and I talked to a counselor and I told him exactly what I want to do. So he gave me all my elective course and my majors and all of that. To be honest with you, I wanted to become a psychologist, psych, psychiatrist, or the one that prescribed the medicine is what? Psychiatrist?
Yes, Tita. That's
Yeah.
right.
So I wanted that to be a doctor. I want that doctor name in my name. So, and that's my motivation. That's me. Either what I do with it, it's my problem, you know? So, but things didn't happen my way, but I become a banker, and I said, I will not stop as a teller. I know I can manage a bank. And I was a manager for 22 years in operation branch of the banking and the management. So, what will I impart to all of you? What I would like to impart to all of you is that you are the one making your future. It's not your mother, it's not your father, it's not Ed, it's not me, it's not Sean Enrique, it's not Alessandro. No, it's you. What do you want to do? Can you do it? Can you reach for it? How far can you stay in your determination? Will you stop when something, an obstacle come in front of you and say, oh, I can't do it, sorry? No. If you say no, that's your problem. But if you say, yes, I can do it, I can be a manager, I can do this, then you got it. So that's all I want to do to say right now is, keep going because you are making it for yourself. Just like with Jo-Koy, he did not stop. He did not stop. And every time I listen to him, he always put me in his joke. Why are you putting me in your joke? Every time I hear you, you're making fun of me. Mom, don't worry. It's okay. You're part of me. I don't want to be a part of you anymore. But anyways, he is my son. I love him. And he always make fun of me. The only thing I will tell you is this. Majority of Joseph. You guys didn't catch up. Joseph. See, I know how to pronounce that now. The only thing about his jokes, they are all real. But when you are a comedian, you have to spice it up, right? Because if you deliver your punchline and it is so dry, nobody will be smiling, nobody will be laughing. So you have to spice it up. And my son is very good, and I am so proud of him. And thank you so much for patronizing him and loving Jo-Koy. It is the pride of the Filipino. Thank you.
Yeah, well, Tita Josie, that is a inspiring advice to this young generation of leaders. I just want to follow on, start the Q&A. What's the favorite food, Filipino food of Jo-Koy? Just because I know a lot of people probably hearing some of the shows, but I just want to hear directly from you, Tita Josie. What's like the Filipino?
Well, he likes fried food, so he likes the fried bangus with no tinik. And he likes sinigang. He loves that very much. The first thing that I know that he learned to cook by himself is the tinola.
Wow.
Loves that. He loves tinola. Yeah. So and Joe doesn't like those balut, our dinuguan. He likes kare-kare, but he doesn't like dinuguan. Yeah.
I like my kids, Tita. I said, this is chocolate beef. And I introduced it to them. So now they realize when I said the truth. So that's why I said, Daddy, that's banned in our house.
Yeah. So yeah.
So Christian, I think it's I just started the conversation from a Q&A. I mean, everybody here, you guys are free to ask the question. We'll facilitate through the chat here. So feel free. So Tita Josie is here for you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and open up the floor for any questions. If you have any questions, please raise your hand through the participants window. I believe you can do that, and I should be able to have you guys unmute. But I'll go ahead and start maybe asking the first question here is, I guess, from moving from maybe this generation on and compared to maybe your generation, from the experience from moving from the Philippines to a new life here in America, uh, seeing as you've experienced a little bit of both, like maybe your time and a little bit of our time, how does it feel? Has it changed, or has it changed for the better? Has it changed for the worse, or has it just changed in general?
Well, again, like I said, the changes in your surrounding, it really depends on you. I adjust to my world. I do not expect my world to adjust to me. So when I came here, regardless of the loneliness that I felt because I don't have my family, I cannot be lonely all the time. I have to move with the world. This is how it's going here. So I have to adjust myself here. And that's exactly what I did. And I focus on what I want. I focus on my study and what I want to do. When I was in the Philippines, we own our own business in the Philippine National Bank building near the Escolta. We are an indentor before. We order raw materials, and delivered it to the Philippines. Like, the paint, what are the parts of the paint? You have a powdered color and all of this. And that's our business. And I was the one ordering materials to Lindner in England and Katsura in Japan and all other outside manufacturers. So I was already introduced to this kind of life, that you do something, you improvise, when a job is given to you, you just don't stay foot in one area. You try to learn what is around that job. And meaning when you go also in some place, you learn how to adjust. So that's basically what I did. And so far I have adjusted well enough here in the United States.
Yep.
Next question.
Uh, Also, I also believe we don't have exactly a hands up, but any symbol above would work, just like a yes or no or on any of the symbols through chat. So, or actually, I can also just have everyone be able to unmute themselves. So you guys
Yeah.
are open.
Don't be shy, guys.
I have a question.
Sure.
Okay.
So you said you live in Las Vegas, right?
Yes.
What's your connection with Cocina ni Lorraine?
I love Cocina ni Lorraine.
Yeah, our family's been
Yeah.
there a couple times, and our mom loves the dinuguan there.
Yes. And they have like what? 17 dishes there. It's
Yeah,
beautiful. Yeah, I love Cocina ni Lorraine. And Jo-Koy loves to eat there too because they have a lot of selection. And the owner is very fond of me and I'm fond of her too. So that makes it, yeah. The choices of food. Yeah. So
Okay. So Tita, before we continue, I think Christina from Portland State University would like to say something and then some event that she wants to announce to the group as
okay.
well. So Christina, have the floor, please.
Oh, thank you. I thought it was going to be in the end. But hi, guys. Again, my name is Christina Carpio. I'm joined with another e-board member from our club, Portland State Kaibigans. And I should hear her pronouns. I am, again, the social chair. And we have an event on November 25th, which is called Choose Right and Lose the Fight. It is my workshop. And you're just basically going to choose and distinguish different photos of like Filipino foods, our e-board members, and try to distinguish them all. And that's going to be November 25th again, 5 to 7. I can send the more information on the link and updates on our Instagram. But if Ron wants to take the floor and share his workshop, thanks for having us again.
All right. So we're also having another workshop following after this coming week. So it's gonna be, I think, on November 11th. So that's gonna be a Tagalog language workshop. So we'll be teaching you guys kind of just like common Filipino or Tagalog phrases. We'll be also going over kind of like the alphabet and the history of the language itself. And we'll also be doing a few activities that hopefully will exercise the knowledge that you guys will learn in the workshop. So again, that's gonna be 5 to 7 again on Wednesdays. And that's gonna be on November 11th. So thank you.
Wow. What can I plug in? Since you guys plug in some event, so I'm gonna join you guys. So on Saturday, October 31st, we're gonna have the first ever Filipino American Cancer Care virtual bingo. So you guys can join because Tita Josie will be one of the hosts and she will call all these numbers, okay? And the first prize is $250, okay?
Wow.
So if you guys want to buy some tickets, it's like for 9 bingo cards for $20, you guys gonna help 3 cancer patients that we're helping. Being a cancer survivor, it's a very dear to my heart to help those cancer patients and caregivers. So we're trying to really involve the next generation, you guys, to be educated. So we'll talk about it later, but at least I have the opportunity as well to plug in the event for the bingo. So appreciate it. So for listening for that announcement as well.
when did you say it was?
It will be on October 31st. Okay. So it's from 7 to 9 Eastern time. So that will be 6 o'clock Pacific time in Arizona. See, I hate when I move to East Coast because in Arizona, never change the time. So I'm still adjusting for now. I'm still adjusting about this time difference. So, but that's all be on October 31st. That's the Halloween. But we also encourage if you have pets, whether it's a dog, a cat, we have a photo pet contest. So we include all of that as part of the party. Okay, we're gonna show how to party Filipino style. Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys, we're excited if you guys gonna be joining us on that one. So. All right. So Tita Josie, another just transition from a question, okay? So I know you guys move you moved first from Philippines and then Seattle is the first state. Is that what I
Yes.
recall, right?
Yes.
So what decided you to move from Seattle to Las Vegas, and then how's Jo-Koy and the siblings adjusted in terms of moving around?
Well, the movement is not really on our control because Fred is in the service. So 4 years and a half here, your next assignment will be there, and you just go along with it and you just adjust. That's why military life, really, a lot of people that are in the military, I salute them because they have a lot of adjustments. They get assigned to a place and they are far away from their family and they adjust to that living, so I really admire all the military people, and that's how we move from one place to the other. Yeah, it's not by choice, but we can ask, like maybe if we are stationed here in Vegas, let's say we are still in active duty and we are supposed to be traveling next year, our station here is done by next year, then we can put in bids. We can see the vacancy on other places. Maybe they have a vacancy in Hawaii. Then my husband will put in, I want to be transferred there. If that is available with this rank, with this job, or what have you, then we move to Hawaii. Otherwise, the government will send us where they want us to go. Yeah.
Okay, it's part of the culture, right? So I know a lot of you guys growing up, I know Tita Josie exposed Jo-Koy and the kids with singing karaoke style, right? So I know, and dancing, okay? So I want to make sure. So Tita Josie, because I know this generation, they're very talented in terms of like dancing and singing. So how, Rowena, and how you expose them in terms of the Filipino music and dancing and all like that culture, because I know some of the jokes that Jo-Koy always give an example is like the family gathering, all your friends coming. And so give us a little insight on that so that they know what that inside joke came from.
Where to begin with, I just want to share this. My family, way back in the Philippines, like my mother was really an actress. Not a very popular one, but in the Philippines, you have like a co-starring role or what have you. My mother is a beautiful woman. And she was with the premiere production, and we know Lauro Delgado, Efren Reyes, Anita Linda, and all the kinds of the legend actors and actresses. So my mother has this ability to make fun of you, and she's spontaneous in her jokes. And I think being witty, and I got that from her. And then Jo-Koy got it from me. So I could relate that and I can share that to you guys. And then when I came here, I become very active. No, way back in the Philippines, I was at Burgos Elementary School in Santa Mesa. I am very active in the programs. When they needed a mother Philippines, I raised my hand. I want to be the mother Philippines. So that's how I was. I was very active in programs, and performings, and I did that. And so when we came here in the United States, I started joking with Jo-Koy too. Jo-Koy is a joker, big time. The thing that he loves to do to me is that, that the movie where Tom Cruise was sliding out and playing, acting up like he's playing a guitar, and he was just wearing a polo shirt with his underwear. I forgot the song.
That's the what do you call that? He was like doing some guitar music like that. Okay, so
Jo-Koy loves to do that. He will come in front of me wearing a shirt and playing the guitar and will be singing, and it's so funny. But anyways, I'm very active, like I said, and then now, Jo-Koy got it from me. And I also want to share with you that my daughter, Rowena Herbert Cook, is a beautiful singer. Years ago, she used to sing with the Filipino band here. It's a Kapampangan band, the Romy Ibis band, the Middle Far East, I think that's their name. And my daughter was the a soul singer, lead singer, and she was also a singer for the Hawaiian group here in Vegas. So it's kind of more, it's in our blood,
Yes,
So
DNA. Okay.
yeah.
Well, I know before we made those announcements, Alessandro would like to ask the follow-up question. So, Alessandro, you have the floor to ask Tita Josie a question.
Okay, so I know everyone's always asking about Jo-Koy, but nobody ever asks anything about you. So, what's your favorite food in the Philippines? And then what's your favorite food here, like from America?
I am matakaw. I eat, I love Filipino food. The only food that I don't like is meron tayong vegetable, maybe Ed will know this. Yung parang kalimutan ko rin the pangalan.
Asparagus?
Pero no, it's not asparagus. It's a green one with a thing on the side. Anyways, I eat everything. I do not eat raw food.
Yeah,
I do not eat
sushi.
what they call
No sushi.
kimchi. Sushi.
Sushi.
I don't like that. I don't like anything that's not cooked. No. Yeah. But I eat everything. I love menudo so much. Adobo, I
Somebody
love that.
follow up, Tita.
Adobo.
Elijah said, how about ampalaya?
That one, I like it now because a friend of mine said, Josie,
Bitter melon, yes.
yeah, you just don't know how to cook it. Let me cook it for you. And she did something with a salt and rub it and all of that, and it didn't taste mapait. Kaya now I'm eating
Bitter.
that.
So Tita,
Yeah.
do you put just for them, because I know I heard it from my my aunt, when she said, hey, we have to put some eggs. So what type of cooking recipe you put that as well to make sure the bitter will be taken out?
Yeah. Well, the thing I want to share with all of you, if you want to try cooking, I always use chicken broth para sa sabaw.
The fresh one, not in a can, because sometimes here we do the shortcut.
Yeah. Well, ako nagsi-shortcut Ed.
Oh, okay. I thought like that's the long way.
Kaya,
Not the secret. Okay.
Yeah. Kaya ako para masarap ang niluluto nyo, yung chicken broth gaya sa pansit. I put chicken broth para may lasa na yung pansit. I mean, you learn as you get older.
Even in Tinola?
We have another advice from Christina, from her grandma. Her grandma said, you have to smile when preparing it so that it is not bitter anymore. That's what
That is correct. That is correct. That is correct. Yeah, that is correct. Alam mo, nasarap akong sa lahat magluto ng lumpia. The best ang lumpia.
Wow. See, guys, remember that if you guys have your event in your cultural night, lumpia has to be served, okay? So that's a sign, okay?
Christina, tell your mom. Maybe your mom is a better cook than me. But I do not put cabbage because nagmumushi-mushi yung pag nilagay mo na sa refrigerator.
Is it because it has some water? Is the cabbage has the water that's
I think so. I don't put cabbage, in my lumpia. Ang tawag lumpia.
Yeah.
I don't
So do you like the both side? Because some my kids, they tried the fresh one.
I like it too. Some
Okay.
people make that good. Yeah, it's good also.
Yes,
Yeah.
because healthy, but it's good. Just really the crunchy one when they're eating it. So
Ed and Christian, how come the other people are not around us? You don't have to put me in such a big frame. It's okay. Put them around so that we can see them. That will be much fun.
And you guys feel free to we're using this communication tool here to do the questions, but you guys can directly ask Tita Josie for the question, okay?
Yeah.
So Priscilla, do you have any question? I know we talk about it with Tita Josie, bring it to NAU.
Yes, I was just about to ask a question. So Tita Josie, what are some things that you wish you did differently, whether it be in college or past jobs, because we do have a bunch of college students here. Are some things that you wish you did differently growing up, basically?
Well, what happened to my life, I treasured. Whatever or wherever I am right now, I treasured. I cherish that. It's a part of me and I love it. But you're asking me what I could have done. Maybe if I have finished my high school, and finished my college the right way, maybe it will be much better. It's better now, but maybe it will be much better. I wanted to be a doctor, but it didn't happen. Those are the things that sometimes I have regrets, but not truly regrets that hurts me. It's just something that I say, oh, sana naging ganun ako. Pero I'm so satisfied right now sa mga nangyari sa buhay ko. Oh, I'm speaking Tagalog. Is that okay?
Sometimes I get carried away and they're laughing at us. Sometimes, what they're talking about? My kids will always tell me that too. So, sorry guys. So it's just the nature of being bilingual and Filipino, DNA. So.
You're right. So I'm happy with what happened to my life. I'm so proud of myself. Like I said, those are the things na sana nagtapos ako ng dapat, nasa high school ako. I miss here I go again. I miss graduating with my classmates in high school, Far Eastern University. I wish I have walked, got my diploma. Those are those minute things, should I say. Yeah, but other than that, I'm so happy. I'm Josie Harrison the way I am right now.
Yeah, that's a good answer. That's a good question too.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank
Priscilla.
I have a question.
Anyone? Oh, go ahead, Alessandro.
So, when you face a challenge, how do you generally deal with it? Like, what's your coping mechanism?
My coping mechanism in challenges is this. First, I look at the challenge and I ask myself, is there something I can do to change this? Is it really worth my time to change it? You know what I'm saying? Can I really do something? Is there really something that could change this situation? And if the answer, Alessandro, is no, then I don't waste my time to that. Because sometimes challenges are there, and it's up to you what you want to do with that. If this is something that I will do this, because I could change this, then yeah. But if there are so many obstacles, that is about for me to face every time I finish this challenge, there's another one before you can do that. There's another one. For me, I think it will be a waste of time. I'm not going to quit though. I'm just, how I will not quit? I will pray. I will just pray that maybe Lord can be the one to change that challenge. That's what I do. Yeah.
All right.
That's a good advice. That's a good question from you, Alessandro. So any else? Don't be shy, guys. Joanna, go ahead.
Okay, so when you first came to the United States, what was the biggest culture shock, I guess, that you've experienced?
In the Philippines, both girls can walk on the street holding hands. Both male can walk on the street holding hands. And we don't really give a judgment right away. Did you grow up in the Philippines?
I was born in the Philippines, but I moved when I was 5, so I don't really remember.
So you really don't know.
I visit sometimes, and
that's the shocking part to me, because in the Philippines, like I said, you can be so close to your friend, and she can be a tomboy, and you walk in the street holding hands, and there's nothing about it. There's nothing about it. And the baklas, they call bakla in the Philippines, we love them. We don't make fun of them. That's part of our family. We love them. And that's the main thing that shocks me here, because it changed me. I'll be walking with my friend and it's, oh, sorry, I'm holding your hands. For me, that's funny, and then also, oh my goodness, what is this? The age. In the Philippines, you ask me, how old are you? Oh, 73. Period. Done. You're 73. Done. You're old. But not here in the Philippines, not here in the United States. You cannot ask them their age, correct? Because it's not proper, which I know it's not. But daggone it, you can never change your age. You're daggone old, and accept it. but we have to go on with that. So those are the shocking things to me. So, and I have to adjust. I have to adjust because this is now their world. It's not mine. You see? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's
Thank
a
you for
good
that.
answer. For me, guys, just for me, I'm migrating here in the US, it's the snow. From Philippines to Arizona, okay, 4 season, I have to learn how to ski and snowboard. So I have to prove to my friends that I can do that. So,
Yeah.
and a lot of people that doesn't know that Arizona gets snow, for crying out loud. When I travel from Arizona to the East Coast, I have to educate them. There's a lot of people who are not aware of topography and the different locations of places in Arizona. It's beautiful. So it's really I miss Arizona. It's like always be part of my heart. Sedona, where I grew up at least 15 years of my, and then I proposed to my wife in Sedona, Arizona. So for me, the
Oh,
weather, okay.
yeah.
So and Tita Josie, since I know there's a commonality of Arizona and Las Vegas, the hot and dry heat, because I had a nose bleeding from being in humidity in the Philippines and then going to Arizona at 120. And you know how Nevada to in Las Vegas, it's really hot. You can like cook the egg. I have to show it to my friends that you can really cook an egg outside. So how's the weather in terms do you like the weather transition from Seattle and then to Nevada?
When I was in Seattle,
Mhm.
it was an evergreen state,
Yeah,
always green, but it always rained also, right?
I would
So
even.
I have arthritis and it was so bad, my joints and everything.
Mhm.
Ever since I moved in Las Vegas, beautiful. I will never leave any place, not even Arizona. I love Las Vegas. Where can you find a place whereby when you are lonely, when you are sad, or what have you, you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and the sky is bright, just bright. There's no darkness in Nevada. I'll never leave Nevada. No,
Cool. That's
I
cool.
love it. I love it. It's
Any
hot.
other question?
Very hot.
Any other
Yeah.
question from you guys? So, oh, there you go.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna
JP.
say, like, how was your day?
Who is asking that question?
That's
Oh, there you are. I'm looking at the small pictures. Well, today, you're asking me how's my day today.
Yeah.
Even though I was so tired, I have to step out of my house and do some shopping because I just moved from another house to a new house.
Congratulations.
And I'm telling you, I still have boxes right here in front of me, boxes that I have to unpack. Yeah, so I make what's good in it. So I just enjoy my day out of my house. Yeah.
That's a good simple question, but sometimes people doesn't even really ask that, like, how is your day? That
Right.
is a common misperception where people just too busy, the American life, right? Like this is the
Exactly.
lifestyle. But asking that simple question that really meaning mindful of the humanity of a person, what they're going through each day, I'm really appreciative of that question. And from
Yes.
you guys,
Yes.
your generation, that kind of forward thinking, I'm happy that you're here.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Of course, I got you.
All right, next question.
I have a question. Another one.
Don't worry, yeah, you can ask multiple questions. Okay,
Okay.
there's
Uh,
no number
There you
here.
go.
what are some of your hobbies, Tita Josie?
Bingo.
There you go. He's an expert of bingo, guys. So that's why we're gonna be seeing you guys on that day.
I love to shop, but I am not an expensive shopper because in my mind, you can only wear a dress one or two and you're done. Especially in my position, I attend big parties and all of that. We wear gowns, we wear big earrings and whatnot. But then we are embarrassed to wear it again because they know, oh, she wore that already.
Why?
Anyhow, yeah. So I love shopping, but I use my brain. Even though I have a little something to spend, I go to Ross, ROSS. I don't know if you're
Wow.
familiar to that. And I take my time to look for my size. And I got beautiful outfits from Ross. So I can come home with 10 items. I only spend maybe 100.
Wow,
And you
Tita,
got
that
10
is
items. Oh yeah, they
wow.
are good. They are good.
Smart
Yeah.
spending.
Yeah.
Me when
No,
I was in NA,
I'm just giving that as an example. You know, you got a lot of
Yeah.
things. And
no,
wow.
Tita, when I was in Arizona in NAU in Flagstaff, we go to Tarjay, the French. Yeah, because that's the college
Okay.
budget. Okay. So,
RJ.
Tarjay.
Tarjay, so.
Yeah,
Any other
so
question, guys?
Yeah.
Which, oh,
I'll let you go first.
oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Which part of Seattle are you from? Because I'm from Seattle as well.
well,
Ooh,
actually, it's not Seattle. I keep saying Seattle. It's actually Tacoma.
Tacoma.
Oh,
There
you're
you go.
Tacoma.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm
But
getting confused sometimes with
yeah,
the
I
location.
know. Everybody knows Seattle. So when I say, where are you from? Oh, Seattle. But actually, we're in Tacoma.
Tacoma.
It's
Okay,
in Tacoma.
Tacoma.
Because that is close to the McCord Air Force Base.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Oh well, you mentioned about that age a while ago because I want them to hear that you guys. I'm so blessed, Tita Josie, with her age. I wish I could have that long life as well. Okay, so in terms of the community service, I'm just so proud of you, Tita Josie,
oh,
accepting
thank
the
you.
Filipino American Cancer Care as well as one of the board of directors. It's just dear to my heart how the community service, because I know all this young generation of leaders, they also have heart and
Yes.
passion
Yeah.
to the community. So what turns you to be active in the community and giving back?
Well, I hate, I really do hate, HATE, to see people suffering. I don't like that. But I know in my mind, I cannot change, everything to make everyone's life a perfect one. So it breaks my heart. And I cry easily. I just look at something and I cry. I say something, and if it's in reality that I feel it in my heart, I cry. So I love to help. So I started to become a Lions. If you guys hear Lions Club International, that means that organization is for the blind of the universe only. That is their main objective, from medical to used glasses to helping them in their transportation to get their medical need. That's Lions Clubs International. We have 1.4 million members. We have like 41 or 21 district branches around the world. That's around the world. Lions is around the world. That is when I started my community service. Then it spun out to helping payatas, cancer foundation, and here I'm feeding the homeless. I mean, you can share even a little thing. In feeding the homeless, I cook fried rice. I cook 4 cups of rice and I put hamburger and mixed vegetable. I feed almost 50 people because I put it in plastic bags and we give it to them. So many things you can do to help out. And the thing that you will learn when you become a community leader is to see how important your life is and how lucky you are. You are so lucky that you are not on that end, but you are on this end, giving instead of receiving. When I was feeding the homeless few months ago, there was a boy, not a boy, a man that looks like my eldest son. I cried, not really crying, making spectacle of myself, but my tears was falling down my cheek. And I grabbed his hand, and I said, "Are you a Filipino, son?" And because he's out of his mind, he was on drugs, he said, "Opo, opo, opo, opo." And I just want you all to listen to me. My eldest son is now 50 something years old. He was born in 1937. Am I right in saying that?
Okay, number, Tita. Mag-cheat ako. Baka maano tayo ni Jo-Koy.
Mali yan, mali yan. My son is like 50 something years old. But when he was in high school, he got engaged in drugs. And your Tita Josie doesn't know anything about drugs. I don't have any orientation about drugs. And at the time, I didn't know that he was already taking cocaine. I didn't know that. And he was far, far gone that there's no way I can take him back. So yes, I have a son who is in the 50s right now that is now living in Tacoma, Olympia, Vancouver in Washington. He's now staying in a group home, and he cannot change anymore because he is now a schizophrenic. So his mood changes and all of that. So when I was doing that feeding the homeless, when I saw this man, it just broke my heart. Just broke my heart. What a young child, another one that lost his road, can't find peace of mind anymore. So with you guys in front of me, I would love to hug all of you and let you know how I love you all. And if there's anything I could do to change your life, I'm here. Like I said, the radio show, we can make it good for you if you want it. You can have a platform for the students to say, hey, we have our own radio show. You can go there. You can provide informations on funds and whatever, scholarship or whatever. You can do that, so
Yeah, use that as another
use that.
opportunity. So Tita Josie, you guys look and see on her background. That's one of her many show, but this is like really her first show that we really enjoyed. It's called the PHLB Radio Oras ng Ligaya. It's time,
Yes.
I call it
Yes.
time in happiness with
Yes.
Tita Josie. That's
Yes.
the title of that radio program. So Christina or other board member, if you guys have that courage to show
Yeah.
up in that radio show, it's Tita Josie will make you like at home. Okay, so
Yes.
don't be shy, but we'll coordinate. We'll give you guys Tita Josie's email so you guys can promote it, and that's what the goal is here. That's why when I was talking to Priscilla, I want to make sure that we are here to like connect with you guys and help each other, get you a platform with other student leaders. Here in the East Coast, I want you guys to connect with other Phil-Am students.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That will be an awesome
Yeah.
vision to see the whole
Yes.
50 states will have a Phil-Am student organization.
Very nice.
I'm telling you guys, that is not impossible.
Yeah.
That will
is-
be, you
yeah.
guys will like, make that happen. But, we're here to support you.
Yeah.
And Tita Josie, again, just offered right away the radio program that you guys can use to promote anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we want to do it. We want to promote the Filipinos. Your oh my goodness. Anything that you can share with the other students, you can serve like a turning point, should I say. Are you lonely? Are you sad? Are you thinking about suicide? They can call you and talk about it.
Yeah.
You can do that. You can do that. You can be an advocate of being somebody there that somebody can reach out to you. That is good.
Speaking of that, Tita Josie, the word barkada and friends, okay, who your best friend that because I know college student is one of the formation that you really have that experience, unique experience, guys. So the barkada, Tita. So who is your best friend that you can say made an impact on your life?
I have a barkada. My classmate in at the Far Eastern University, Emma Castillo, and but she passed away and of cancer.
Yeah, I think I saw that on your.
Yeah, and her husband died of cancer too. But right now, my best friend here is Josie Devlin. We are partners. We go out, we eat together, we talk. And I think my advice to all of you, to have a friend is different. You can love your mother, you can love your sister, your father, but sometimes a friend, you can be more different in the relationship. You can be more all open, and it's good, and yeah. And then I have a friend in, oh my gosh, I forgot her place, but her name is Margie Krause. And I have three good friends. I have Margie Portugal. These are people that I talk to. We joke and everything.
Yeah.
It's very healthy. very healthy. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. So you guys
Do
again,
you
I don't
still
want to, go ahead, Christian.
oh,
So,
do you still connect with your friends often? Do you still have time to hang out with them and have fun with them?
Well, the only one I have here that I can hang out almost all day, every day, is Josie Devlin, because she lives somewhere around my area, like maybe 10 minutes away from me.
is that
You
the
know,
new house, Tita Josie?
in my new house.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
in my new house. Yeah. So, and I offer every one of you, if you ever come to Vegas, give me a call. If you need a ride from the airport, you can give Tita Josie a call, and you can come and visit my little dog. You are more than welcome.
See,
Yeah.
that's how Tita Josie. I'm telling you guys. Okay.
Yeah.
So, any question? I want to make sure that we're not, use this opportunity. Don't be shy. So, any other question?
I have a couple.
Your Maverick. That's a good name, by the way.
Yes.
First, my grandma actually lives in Las Vegas and she's in need of a Filipino friend. So I'll let her
Yeah.
know that you're looking for friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is her name? Can you
Yeah.
announce that?
Yes, her name is Imelda Howell.
Imelda Howell.
Howell?
Yeah.
Imelda Howell?
Yeah, she's been living in Vegas for about a year already. I'm
year.
actually
Oh.
gonna live with them after I graduate. But
Yeah.
second thing is that pre-COVID times, our club would usually do community service, and then at the end of the year, we would have a massive event in order to promote
Yes.
the Filipino culture.
Yeah.
Now that we have COVID going on, do you have any advice on how we could still continue to do that by chance?
Well, as I mentioned a while ago, the universe it's called Grantsville University in Ohio. They did a virtual tinikling. Okay, so I'm telling you, I think your generation have a innovative thinking out of the box, and that's why I felt like it's opportunity for us to connect you guys with other student leaders from other university and share those best practices. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's why we want to. And then, in terms of community service, that's why I want to share about the cancer stuff, because being a cancer survivor, when I'm trying to like find a donor match, when I went to the donor registry, there's very few Filipino or Filipino American in the data bank. So your generation, ages 18 to 39, has the most, the immune system is good, right? So that's why they encourage, but a lot of either awareness is not there. I mean, I was guilty of that because before I didn't have a cancer, I didn't care about that kind of stuff, right? But now I realize for my kids, because my kids is also mixed, okay? So therefore, it's gonna be hard for them to find a match. So for you guys, I would encourage, that's why Priscilla and I and Christian, we kind of did some brainstorming before. What can we do? Is really number one is increase the awareness of cancer, the diversity of being Filipino and mixed stuff. That donor registry, I can give the data again to Christian, because that's where we're doing a campaign. So we actually strategically partner called Be the Match, is the national organization who reaching out with minorities and even the African American community. They have also issues about cancer and then the lupus and other diseases. So therefore, in general, because of the COVID-19, the blood donor is down. Okay, so that is, you guys, it's easy, it's free. I'm gonna give you guys the instruction down the road. I'll communicate to Christian, but that is the easiest impact that you guys can give to someone who's fighting for their lives.
Yes.
Okay? So you think you'll be like, oh, these, but you know what? Those people who will receive that blood or that donor stem cell stuff, it's beyond words that they will appreciate it. So you guys,
Yes.
that's one of my example that I could give you guys.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Thank you.
Sure. All right. Anybody else? Don't be
I-
shy. Matt, do you have any question? Jared? So I'm gonna call you
I
guys.
have
Tita see. He's actually gonna call you guys. Okay. Well,
Okay, Alessandro. Okay, Alessandro.
Okay, I know you travel a lot and you've probably been to so many places, but what's one place that you really want to go to?
ooh, that's a
One
good
travel tip.
question. Tita
And you
Josie.
know what? Before the COVID-19,
Uh-huh.
I did myself a bucket list,
Yeah, exactly.
you know. And so far I have, I think 2 or 3 more. I haven't visited it yet, but I know it's all in my mind. But one of the most important place I want to see was the Great Wall of China.
Ooh.
I really want to walk the Great Wall of China.
Yeah, very historic.
Yeah, because of the COVID and what's happening, I don't want to go to China right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that question and the answer, Tita Josie, because Great Wall of China is very historic.
Yes.
That's really a good question and good answer. So that's
Yeah,
it.
I love that. I love
Thank
that.
you.
Matt, you have a question, Matt? See, I saw you not answering question. Okay, and the other one, so we'll call you guys. Don't be shy.
I actually had a comment on your Great Wall of China. So
Okay.
the Chinese professor, she said that definitely don't go there during the Chinese festivals or any sorts, because
Oh,
a lot of these famous places in China, they get super super crowded, especially the Great Wall of China, and you really can't walk through it. There's a lot of people.
That's a good advice, Tita. See, that's
Yeah.
good. We're learning some
Yeah.
tips there.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Ay, sobrang lamig dito.
All right. So who else? Joshua, Matt, Jared. So you don't be shy.
Where can we listen to your radio show?
Ooh, there you go, Tita. That's the time to promote it. All right.
Yeah, my Oras ng Ligaya, which you see my a poster right here, that is every Sunday of the month from 6 to 7 o'clock p.m. Vegas time, 6 to 7, every Sunday. And then the other one is Monday, the next day, Monday, that is an open forum show, and again, that is 6 to 7 p.m. The distinction between my shows is that in the Oras ng Ligaya, that is where I have fun, I have jokes, I have advices. That's more of a variety show, and I have a prayer. Every Sunday at 6:30, I ask all my listeners and the staff of PHLV to pray with me. So that is part of my show. Yeah. And also, I would like you to know the one that I am advising you to start with your radio is to open a platform for other students. Well, in my Oras in Ligaya, I invite singers, professionals and non-professionals. They sing on my radio show. I want them to know that, yes, you can perform in my show. You want to be an actor or whatever, come here and people will learn and your intentions and your dreams. And they are all, I got a lot of friends.
Oh my
and,
goodness. So guys, this is, I wish this kind of gift had it in my 20 years ago, okay? So guys, really capitalize it, leverage it so you guys can have more, networking, especially, other students, okay? So Christian, if you don't mind, we can follow that up with Christine and others e-board from different school.
Yes.
We'll strategize, okay?
Yes.
So
and it's so easy, Ed.
Yeah,
Just like what we're doing right now, just like this.
Yeah.
You can be in a radio show and people will call you. Maybe a student is so lonely. Oh, help me. I don't want to live anymore. You'll never know. You might get those kind of questions. Then you know what to answer. You don't want to be play doctor, but the right thing to say. But the most important thing you're doing is you are helping them. They have an avenue to call.
Yeah. So Tita, this one, a good question here on the chat board. Do any of you have any advice on learning Tagalog? Or I didn't really learn when I was younger, okay? But I want to be able to keep up with conversation with my family. So which is true with my son and my daughter. They kind of catching up, say, what you guys said? So what advice you can give to them to learn the Tagalog?
Well, the best thing to do really is to buy a book Seriously, to buy a book, learn how to read Tagalog, because Tagalog is by syllable, right? Tagalog. Japanese is like that. Domo, arigato, gozahe, mazda, right? That's how
Espanol.
you read Japanese, right? And that's how you read Tagalog. It's so easy.
So,
Salamat po.
so Tita, you're giving them already one of the idea of their platform for their new radio program, and they will say Tagalog 101 with Jo-Koy. Guys, see, so that will be, you guys because connect that, because that is awesome, because all my kids too will probably watch it.
Yeah. I
Learn.
will urge you to really have that radio show and take advantage of it, because the owner of PHLV, which is PH for Philippines, LV for Las Vegas, PHLV Radio, Johan Sison, he is the owner, the only owner right now, and the CEO. He will give you a show for free. Take advantage of that. You can get students that are in the communication course. Let them practice their communication what do you call it, skills.
Yeah. Plus, you guys are very technical, advanced, in terms of social media, all this graphics that someone created for Tita Josie today. So you guys can use that as your portfolio.
Exactly.
Me as being, as a manager and supervisor, when I try to look at, students for internship or, for work, I want to see right away is the portfolio of experience. And you guys gonna have a firsthand right away getting that kind of results and experience. So another question, actually, I don't want to miss this, a good one, another one. Do you watch teleserie show, Tita Josie?
No.
No, okay. No Korean drama?
Because when I watch something, I want to start with the end. I want to start with the beginning and the end, and I'm done with it. I want to know what happened. Did they get married? Did they have a children or whatever? I don't want to know, next year. Oh, I don't want that. No.
Cool.
And I just want to add on, Ed, in the having a radio show.
Sure.
This one also, if they have it, you are actually helping Filipinos. Some Filipinos that might come here that doesn't know anybody, who is very shy, doesn't have any friends. They can call you. They might have that courage to call you and talk to you, because you know why? You don't see them. And that is something that will give them the opportunity to talk. They can change their name if they want to be incognito.
Yeah.
You see,
and you guys,
psychologically, you're helping other people. These people might call, I'm so lonely or whatever. I don't have money for my tuition fee. And maybe you guys will say, hey, wait, I can get you information about getting tuition fee. You see what I'm saying? It's a very nice program.
and just to guys let you know, Tita Josie also gave the platform for the cancer radio show. We call it On the Air with FACC. Okay, can you imagine? We did a research. There is none in the US that dedicated a radio show for cancer community. So therefore, when we started in July, Tita Josie really, that's what I'm telling you guys. Tita Josie will give everything to support the community, and then really giving back what she can in terms of like networking, helping others. So that's why this is a good event, Christian. I appreciate it that you, as part of the Filipino History Month, before it ends in a few days, we made it. And I know you guys, have a good time of having conversation with Tita Josie. At the same time, I know it's a good break from studying. I know it's very difficult. This COVID-19 really made a big impact to your studying, the style of, because Tita Josie and I were all traditional. We love, in person stuff, but you guys, it's going to be difficult as well, but you guys are doing great in adjusting this new normal. So
Is there an email that we could possibly communicate with you through?
Yeah, I'm going to provide it to you. Tita Josie's direct email. Okay, because that I want to make sure that because sometimes we always want to make sure Tita Josie will give that in person rather me without her knowledge. That's why you heard it. That's the email of Tita Josie will be given to you guys, and you guys have access to her. So.
Right. And also having a radio, if you want to record it first, you're going to record your radio because you're scared, you're nervous, you can record it and they can play it on the day that you want. You see, you can have a 30 minutes, you can have a 45 minutes radio, you can have an hour. You can find, and you can also make money. If you can find a sponsor for your radio.
And that's why, Tita Josie, that is a good idea. That's why when I said to Priscilla, when I drafted a memorandum of understanding, because Tita Josie, you know me too, I tried to help them in my own way of building some, for the graduation stall, I offered, the graduation Filipino flag. Because it's little things, and as you mentioned about scholarship, all that stuff, being fundraising. So if you guys have sponsors, right, for your events, they can be acknowledged in your radio program, right? Because they call the return of investment. They want to see where the money coming from when they donate to your student organization, your events. They can be acknowledged publicly, the media. And remember, the internet is not just going to be in the US. And you guys going to be, when Tita Josie show, the Oras ng Ligaya, Tita, tell them we're like the listener. We're
well, that is live streaming. They can be heard in Australia, in Hong Kong, China, Japan. This is live streaming internationally. So
and that's what's going to give you guys more access to the Filipino diaspora and all over the world. Okay, so you will be surprised when I traveled, almost like, I remember 5 years ago, and I traveled to South Africa. Can you imagine South Africa in Zimbabwe? There is one Filipina. So that's what I'm telling you guys. Don't underestimate how all our culture, our Filipino, all over the world. So just let you guys know your platform for this radio program that Tita Josie is going to first ever for students.
Yeah, and we can help you. Ed can be your advisor. I can advise you. We can help you. And I am there. I am at PHLV Radio. So you got me there. So I could be coaching you. I could be doing whatever. Or I could be on your first show.
Yes,
if you want.
Exactly.
And then, I'll fade away. Usually that's what I do. So that when they are there, I just go, and there's one now that I'm doing with Ate Judeline.
Teacher, you want to mention a little bit there so at least they know, because I know teacher is very important, guys. I know how you guys build relationship with your teacher, some mentors that helps you guys, right? Yes. So Tita Josie, give a little bit, what's this form about the teachers?
Okay. I have a friend who is a professor actually in college in the Philippines and here in New York.
Yeah.
So I told her, I said, why don't you start a radio? And she said that to me also. Tita, I wonder, just like what happened to you and me and Josie, we kind of talk until we finally, why don't you do that, Judeline? This is a radio show for teachers, you see. So now teachers know, call that a radio show. Maybe they can help us. You see, again, she opened a platform for all the teachers internationally to know that there is an existing radio show. You can share your accomplishment. You can ask them your problem. You can get answers to your problem. And that's exactly what you're going to do for the students.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's power. Yeah, it's power. I want you all to know that having your own radio is power. And you can have your own sponsors. If there's somebody who would like to sponsor your radio show, you can make money because CEO Johan Sison will split the commission with you guys. But you can start up free. You don't have to pay. And you all you need is a Zoom. That's all. The connection with Zoom, because your Johan will provide you all the technical support, everything. He's in charge of that. So think about that. That's an offer you shouldn't refuse.
Thank you, Tita Josie. Well, Christian, I just want to make sure I'm be aware of time, but I want to make sure I acknowledge there's few there. Sophia, So I want to make sure we recognize you. And then Sarah, I think, Eleanor. So, feel free to ask any question. Elijah, don't be shy. Do you want to have questions to Tita Josie? So I don't want to call you out. So, but, feel free, use this opportunity. So, just, you have any question? Say hi, Sophia. Good. She's good. Elijah, you're good? Okay. So Christian, I think that's the forum for today. So I appreciate it.
I believe we have one last question from
Sure, there you
our main
go.
question man for today. Alessandro, would you like to ask your last one?
Yeah, I guess the last one. Can you share something to us that you don't really share to a lot of people? Like, what's something that's unique you don't share?
Oh, unique about it. Let me see. Well, let me share with you my bucket list. Okay. Because I didn't have a bachelor's degree, like I told you, I love to improve myself. So right now, I still have to do that. I would like to have my journalism degree as a bachelor's graduate. I want to own a Mercedes Benz, which I got that. And I want a bigger house. I got that. The reason for that is because when my husband and I were younger, we loved to travel. But that was curtailed because my husband is now 24-hour oxygen. Something happened with his lungs and all of that. And because he was shot in Vietnam, now he is using oxygen. So that kind of limit our traveling.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. I have to adjust, but I'm not happy because I'm looking forward to use our retirement money for traveling. I want to see the world, So then I said, you know what? I'm not going to travel. Well, I am going to enjoy my life to the fullest. So I went ahead and sold my other house. I bought this 4-bedroom house. I buy my Mercedes Benz, and I'm going to take my course now. I will be a graduate either next year I will be a graduate. I promised myself. I'm not promising anybody, but I promised myself. I put a goal. When will I graduate? I said, next year I will graduate, no matter what.
Hey, Tita Josie, just to let you know, Northern Arizona University, I'm not plugging it with NAU, but this is how I know. There's 102 years old. She graduated, is the golden, one of the oldest person who graduated.
Really?
So that's why, Tita, I think, age, it doesn't matter right now, as long as, that willpower, I think it can be achievable. So.
Good. The last one, not last one, there's 2 items or 3 items. Like I said, I haven't visited my list yet. It's in my deposit, what do you call that? I have a safe deposit at home. But the one that I really want to do is to dance an exhibition dance, the Tango Valentino.
Wow, like the dancing with
Tango
the
Valentino. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I don't want to dance just to dance, but I just really want to perform. I want to dress up and I want to perform. But few months ago, I started to have problems with my balance. Meaning I can just be walking and all of a sudden I will just fall, and I don't know what's wrong with me. I am still under
balance.
I have some MRIs being ordered of my back, my spine, my neck, my whatever. I don't know if I can still do that, but I still love to do an exhibition of tango. That's what
There's a will, there's a way.
Yes, thank you.
You will
are
not
right.
stop.
Yes.
I know you can.
Yes, we will not stop.
All right. Well, salamat po.
Salamat po. Thank you.
Okay, maybe this is the last one. I'm gonna close it, Christian, because I know maybe some of you guys have not visited the motherland. My kids hasn't, but that's one of the goals, is to really expose them and have that personal experience. Okay, so because Jo-Koy, when he went there for the Netflix show and showing, really that is really the connection of the culture. So again, I encourage you to visit Philippines. When this COVID-19, I'm telling you guys, the experience is priceless. So therefore, if you had a chance to to go visit the Philippines and kind of start learning Tagalog, that'll be cool because they will love you to death when you have some words that you can communicate to them. So that'll be awesome. So Christian, once again, thank you for your leadership, for the opportunity to make it happen. I know the summer when we're like talking, I know I gave you a lot of ideas, but at least because there's a determination to make it happen. And again, for your leadership for the Portland State University as well. Thank you. And University of Arizona, I will not forget, but thank you guys.
Represent.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you
So
so
let's get
much.
one last pause for Edward and Tita Josie. So they've imparted us much wisdom, and they've also offered us many resources that hopefully it's a little bit daunting, but to be offered so much. But
no, that's Tita Josie. When she offered first that radio program, I'm telling you, with that cancer, now we have so many cancer patients knocking on our door, and that's why you guys would love to, like, because there's a high school student who's gonna be in college. He was a 3-time cancer survivor in Texas, and now we're giving him a platform to tell his journey, as his cancer journey, being in 3-time cancer survivor in high school. It's just amazing, right? But now you guys have that opportunity for we're gonna brainstorm and we'll help you guys to make that happen. So.
Yeah, and you can show them what education is, the importance, and how you are. They will look up to you and listen to your courses. My goodness gracious. They will say, wow, I want to be like that. You see, you're going to give them inspiration by doing that. Yeah.
All right. Thank you again, Christian. Appreciate it. Thank you,
thank you.
everybody. Tita Josie, again, I know it was a last minute, but you made it happen.
I know. Thank
my
you.
heart
Thank you
is
so
full
much.
for everybody, for you guys.